Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models and welcome to another in-box review. We are going to be taking a look at a bit of armour today. It's going to be a M1A2 Abrams, the Tusk 1 stroke Tusk 2. This is by Meng Models, so good company for making armoured vehicles, and it's in 1/35 scale. Now this kit, yes, the box art looks cool, but it's a pretty hefty, big fat kit with a lot of plastic in it, and for all that plastic you're talking about in store, it is £58, so not a bad price for, you know, what is a lot of plastic. It was also new tooled in 2016, so kind of sort of in that sort of fresh new sort of year there. So let's open this up and let's take a look at what we've got inside. So first off, we have our side skirts just on here. Let's bring you in a nice bit closer. Just looking at this, yes, we can see like recessed panel lines where they're due. Those raised bolts as well, looking quite nice and crisp just there. A bit more of the side skirts going on just there, little bits of detail. I mean, all this goes on top of here and stuff, so you know, not worried too much about the detail on there anyway. Moving along, we have our MGs. Now MGs, they are looking pretty well detailed, crisp. Oh, I like the nice little sight they've added on there as well. That's quite cool. Moving around, a couple of little bits and bobs just on there. Let's flip it over. Ejector pin marks, yes, you will see a lot with this kit. You'll see things like this, these ejector pin marks where a lot of the plastic is just like shot up, right? They are so easy to break off, no big deal. As you can see, I only really remove them if they get in the way, but looking at it, I don't think we've got any ejector pin marks in nasty places. But moving along, we come to some of the main surface detail just here. Now this is the top part of the main hull. What you'll notice is, yes, we do have some nice texture going on here, but what I like about it, it's it looks and feels like it's nicely in scale, right? So not kind of like too textured to be out of scale. That with like, say, like a nice filter, bits of dust and maybe dirt on it, should take to those kind of weathering rather nicely and bring it out rather cool. Yes, then you have like all your kind of little kind of hexagonal bolts and stuff on there. You know, you can quite see them clearly. Handles and stuff, some vents going on here, although you do get quite a bit of photo etch, like mesh grills and stuff to really make that look rather cool. So yeah, really good detail going on there. We have the turret, which again, we've got that lovely surface detail on there. You can see weld marks, again the bolts. Not much going on around the sides here, but there is a lot of gear that goes on there to really detail it up, so I'm not too worried about that. Bottom part, you know, a couple of weld marks, but you know, pretty good. Then we have the main gun, right? That is in two halves, right? Yeah, not bad. I mean, as long as you're good with your filling and sanding and getting rid of those join lines, you should be good. Haven't really got to worry too much about ejector pin marks for those big pieces. I'll keep some of the stuff in the bags just to speed things up, but let's bring you in a little bit closer. Just on here, I'm just looking, you know, we've got like the commander's coupler and stuff. Looks like we're going to be able to put quite a nice bit of glass in there, which is going to look rather good. I have looked at these, and you know, I'm not seeing ejector pin marks in nasty places. As again, I've got a couple of bags here. I'm just going to speed things up because it's just lots of bits and bobs that we just throw on the tank, right? We've got again some more of the side skirt bits of armor, again nothing majorly interesting. You've kind of seen what level the surface detail is, but you can sort of pause if you want to just sort of look what pieces are on there. Again, nothing majorly interesting there. We have the bottom part of the hull. You know, we do have what looks like to be some nice bolts and stuff going on there for where all our running road wheel goes in as well, which yeah, it does look rather cool. We do have all these, I think they're poly caps or something, so as we can take on and off the road wheels and that kind of cool stuff. Which, talking about road wheels and stuff, we have you know, we've got our idle wheels, we've got all that kind of stuff, and our drive wheel. Again, lovely detail going on inside there, all sorts of bolts you can see. The drive wheel, you can see all the detail in there, washes and stuff go on there, absolutely beautiful, make that look really, really nice. I've got some sort of vents going on here, and yes, a couple of little bits and pieces. We do have, I think they're called the suspension bars just there, a little bit of detail on them, quite cool because they do actually work. And yes, there's 2 sprues of them, so yeah, you're going to be doing lots and lots of the usual wheels. Love it or hate it with armoured vehicles. Then we come to the tracks. Yes, we have a whopping 4 identical bags just in here. Nothing major to write home about. Basically, we're talking single track links, and you glue them all together. It will take you some time, but I prefer it that way. It looks way more realistic than just like those big long one-piece rubber things. Then we have quite a bit of glass going on here, because there is like a little turret at the top, and they've packaged them rather well. Hopefully, as you could see, let's try and open one of these up for you. Alright, so they're stopping a lot of scratches going on. Hopefully you can sort of see, very nice and crystal clear. I was put up to the light just to check. Oh yeah, they are just really nice and clear and see-through. No problems with them. Will look rather cool. Lots of tiny little windows. You do get with this, if I can just find it, there we go. You do get some nice photo etch, right? Quite a big, big sheet there and a little sheet going on there. All sorts of mesh kind of vents and all sorts of stuff like that. Mainly that kind of thing. Should look rather cool, kind of enhance some of those areas a bit. I do like it when they do that. Got a couple of decals. I mean, you don't get many with armoured vehicles, but there's a few there and some kind of cool markings to go with it. They will look good also, and I've used those kind of Meng kind of decals before, and they are good because I've built their Leopard 2, very similar to the way this kind of goes together as well. You do get a nice coloured sort of leaflet just here, which kind of shows you your markings and where all the decals go. Now they do some nice colour callouts for AK interactive paints if you wanted to go down that route. Moving along, we do see the M1A2 set Tusk 2. Right, I think we've got 1 set of markings for that. It shows you where all the decals go. Nice and easy to follow. I mean, it's all just one colour really, basically. And then we've got another 3 markings which are of the Tusk 2. Again, simple camo pattern going on here. Some nice, I do like the kind of the skull and crossbones, and you've got like the 2 sabers and stuff. I mean, those kind of do look like some cool markings to probably do. I'll probably do something like that. Or you've got the eagle one just there. Cool markings to put on there. So that's that. Now let's have a quick look at our instructions. Nice little booklet, which is all in Chinese, I'm guessing here, so we can't read that. Oh, but then we do have it in English here, which is rather nice. Nice little description about the actual tank itself. Moving along, we will get started with these torsion bars. Right, now these are working. It does tell you not to sort of glue them in certain places, and you actually get the torsion bars to work like suspension, and it is quite cool because it really does kind of act like the real thing. And you can, with those individual track links as well, really can get some kind of poses going on. If you did a diorama and you had it over some rough terrain, you can really get the whole suspension, road wheels and tracks to kind of go in a sort of a nice flowing kind of realistic sort of way. So that's that is fairly sort of easy to do, and we do kind of bring the whole section, as you can see, together quite easily. It does show you nicely where your photo etch bits are going to go, color call outs, where your glass goes, any kind of little decals as well. It does really sort of explain it quite nicely. With this build, I mean, yes, once you've got the main hull together, it's throwing on your side skirts seems quite easy. Putting all your little bits and bobs on all around it doesn't seem too bad at all. It does give you, which I know some of you might dread these track links, but it does give you like a little template, so you can do about 6 track links at a time, all in one, and it just helps guide you and sort of place them right and all that stuff. I have done that system with the Leopard tank, and it's not that bad. I mean, I know it takes a bit of time, but it does help. Moving along, it then moves along with the turret section, which, yes, we have a two-piece turret here, so we've got to bring them two together, make sure we get our seam lines all nice and done right. And then it's kind of like putting all your bins and everything around, right? Do look out for where you need to drill holes where it asks you to, which does seem to be quite clearly. Does seem to clearly kind of show you color call outs where they kind of, you know, change from being a deserty color. Again, moving along, does seem like, yeah, it's going to get you there. It's going to be quite easy, and you know, you're just putting all your bits and bobs on the turret section. Maybe take your time here where we have sort of like the top MG sort of nest going on here, which has all the glass in there, you know, kind of, you know, get your canopy masking going on nicely, so as, you know, because that would look really cool. That this canopy, well, not canopy, but the glass that we get with this is it's actually really nice and shiny, so that should look really, really good. And again, we're just final little bits and we're all done. So all in all, I know it's around about £58. Yeah, you know, I don't think it's too bad a price, because you do get a lot of plastic. It's going to be a big tank. It is like the Abrams Tusk 1 and Tusk 2, so you know, you've got all that upgraded stuff that's all on it and over it. You know, the markings look good, the decals look good, the detail does look fantastic. I have built Meng models before, and they do go together really, really well. Actually, it's quite an enjoyable models to do by Meng. Apart from that, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is a nice big thumbs up, and definitely a well recommended kit here at Genesis Models. So as always, until next time, my name is Bob Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.